This story is about a YouTuber whose anger over being a virgin slowly turned into something dangerous and extreme. The YouTuber's name was Elliot. He was 19 years old at the start of this story and living in California. On the surface, there was nothing obviously wrong with his life, but Elliot believed he had one major problem. He could not get girls to sleep with him, and over time, this became an obsession. Elliot believed that losing his virginity was something he deserved, and the fact that it was not happening made him angry and bitter. He enrolled in college, hoping that being around young women would finally get him the attention he wanted. But when the girls in his class showed no interest in him, he became frustrated and resentful. Instead of focusing on school, he dropped his class out of anger. By 2011, he had dropped out of 2 different colleges for this same reason. His parents, who were well off officially, wanted him to start working, but Elliot refused. He believed that manual labor was beneath him. Instead, he spent most of his time at home playing video games and browsing online forums filled with anti-women content. On this website, he openly discussed extreme beliefs, including the idea that women should not have rights and should not be able to choose who they date. That same year, Elliot watched a movie called Alpha Dog. The film showed young people partying, dating, and living in a social life that Elliot desperately wanted. The movie was set in Santa Barbara, California, and Elliot became convinced that moving there would magically give him the same lifestyle. He spoke to his parents and told them he wanted to attend college in Santa Barbara. They agreed, paid for his expenses, gave him an allowance, and allowed him to move into an apartment with roommates in the wealthy college town. On this first day of class, Elliot dressed up in designer clothes, convinced that everyone would notice him. So he waited until the classroom was full before walking in, expecting attention. Instead, no one reacted at all. This made him furious. He later noticed a girl he found attractive and began stalking her online. When he discovered she had a boyfriend, he completely lost control, breaking down emotionally and dropping out of his class once again. Elliot also spent a lot of time sitting in coffee shops waiting for women to approach him. He genuinely believed that attractive women should come up to him without effort. When this never happened, his anger grew. He documented many of these thoughts on his YouTube channel, where he complained about women choosing other men instead of him and claimed that he deserved their attention. Over time, his resentment became more instant. Seeing happy couples in public triggered his anger. On one occasion, he became so upset at a couple showing affection in a coffee shop that he threw his drink at them. Another time, he screamed insult at a group of people playing a game in the park and sprayed them with a water gun filled with orange juice. He viewed these actions as punishment for people who, in his mind, did not respect his superiority. As his frustration deepened, Elliot began collecting weapons, including knives and firearms. Still, before acting on anything serious, he decided to try one last time to lose his virginity. In 2013, he got heavily drunk and showed up uninvited to a house party. He did not socialize or talk to anyone. Instead, he sat alone, silently, foaming that no women approached him. At one point, he became angry at a group of people enjoying themselves on a small balcony and attempted to push some girls off. The men at the party fought back and pushed Elliot instead, causing him to fall and badly injured his ankle. While stumbling away, he realized his sunglasses were missing and returned to the wrong house drunkenly, accusing strangers of stealing from him and threatening them. The people there beat him up, and instead of going home with anyone, Elliot ended the night hospitalized. His parents were aware that something was wrong and tried to help. They bought him a new car, arranged therapy, and even had someone attempt to coach him on how to talk to women. None of it worked. Elliot refused to change and continued blaming women for all of his problems. By 2014, Elliot was 22 years old. By this point, his thinking had become extremely dangerous. He believed that women rejecting him was an act of war. He uploaded a final video online blaming others for his loneliness and declaring that he would take revenge on those who, in his mind, had a better life than him. After that video, Elliot went on a violent attack. He stabbed people in his apartment, then drove around targeting strangers, shooting at people and using his car as a weapon. In total, 6 people lost their lives and many others were injured. When police surrounded him, he ended his own life. So the story ends with a young man who had everything he needed to get help, but instead chose anger, entitlement, and violence, destroying life along with his own. Don't forget to subscribe.